As green flag flies, we're underway with heat race number 1 for the ASCS Santan Ford Desert Sprint Car Series. Ronald Webster will lead him off at turn number 2. That's going to be Patrick Krob as Stevie Sussex slicing and dicing his way up to the 3rd spot down the back straightaway. Lap number 1 will go to the 25W. Ronald Webster followed by Krob and Sussex in that 3rd spot. But Stevie, he's not done. He already picked off 3 cars. Now he's looking to pick off 2 more. He's got the 3K of Krob right in front of him as they race their way down the back straightaway. He'll look underneath Krob using that low line all the way down on the berm as Krob will come off the turn number 4 high. They were side by side for a brief moment. Stevie going to try to throw the slider into 1. Can't quite get it to stick. Krob hangs on to 2nd. But for how long as Stevie tries to get a good bite off at turn number 2, he does do that. They drag race into 3, give that 2nd spot to Stevie Sussex, but Krob fighting right back on the top side. Sussex and Krob side by side as something broke on the 3K of Krob. His car very slow now heading into turn number 1. So Stevie Sussex will take over that 2nd spot. So Ronald Webster continues to lead 8 laps of distance here tonight for the 3 heat races for the ASCS Santan Ford Desert Sprint Car Series as Patrick Krob right now very slow continuing on the racetrack. Now looks like he finally got a little gas there off of turn number 4 off on the loud pedal, but having some issues. This is the 3K of Krob, 4th place man in points coming into tonight as Ronald Webster continues to show the way. He has about a car length advantage over Stevie Sussex. That gap that time is 0.377. So under half a second Webster had over Sussex, but Webster drives off at turn number 2. Thought something broke there on the number 12 machine of Stevie Sussex. Actually, something did break on the 12 of Stevie Sussex. He is going to come down to the infield very slowly through turns 1 and 2, actually come off the racetrack. So issues for Sussex and Krob. Both those drivers are running at 2nd place when they had those issues. So 4 cars left on the track as the white flag flies for Ronald Webster, and he has them covered. Off of turn number 2, the 25W, he will go as the battle rages on for that 2nd spot, about half a lap behind the 25W Webster. He'll lead him off of turn number 4. No pressure from behind with the checkered flag in the air. Ronald Webster will pick up heat race win number 1. We'll see who comes across the line in 2nd as Ryan Murphy got a little tight off of turn number 4. Open up the door for Johnny Shelton, but Murphy hangs on to it over the 9 machine of Johnny Shelton. Bobby Carrick comes home in 4th. Stevie Sussex will be scored with a 5th place finish, DNF in that heat race, and the 3K of Krob 6. But y'all give it up for the driver of the 25W. Desert Winds Automotive Reynolds Electric, entry out of Gilbert, Arizona. It's Ronald Webster. So lights out, sit on St. James, your front row. Looking for a clean start here. And a little bit cleaner right there as the green flag flies for heat race number 2 for ASCS Santan Ford Desert Sprint Car Series. And it will be the outside line. Bruce St. James taking over that top spot as Wayne Siddle trying to hold off Zach Madrid down the number 3 machine. Madrid down to the inside of Siddle. They're still side by side for that 2nd spot with St. James leading lap number 1, followed by Siddle, Madrid, and Hernandez. Oh, Zach Madrid trying to look to the outside now of Wayne Siddle. Can't quite do anything with him as they work their way down the back straightaway on turn number 3. Now Madrid has the outside line. See if he can pull around him. He'll do just that. Move Madrid to number 3 to that 2nd spot, followed by Wayne Siddle, Aaron Hernandez. On the top 5 is Josh Shipley. Right now rounding that out. Josh Shipley trying to get his luck turned around. Got a win here the first half of the season before we're on the summer break, but he's been in all sorts of issues with that car, just fighting all the demons and gremlins that go along with being a race car driver. Right now he looks underneath Wayne Siddle for that 4th spot. They almost make contact. Might have made contact right there off of turn number 2, but move Shipley into that 4th spot. Out front, it's Bruce St. James showing the way, but it's not going to be for long as Zach Madrid has reeled in his tail tank. He'll go top shelf into turn number 1. See if he can't work around the 7K as St. James slips off of 2. Madrid's going to diamond off. Gave a little charge to the backside, down the back straightaway. Couldn't quite do anything with him. Now we'll follow the tire tracks off of 4. Go up high once again. As Bruce St. James, your race leader, has his arms full right now. And that 7K. With 3 laps to go, lap car Brian Chandler might come into play. He's slow right ahead of these drivers as Madrid goes to the top side of the racetrack. He'll take the top spot off of 4. New race leader. Former modified champion here. And your current stock car point leader in the sprint car here tonight. Zach Madrid showing the way. And he has a fast hot rod here this evening. That number 3 driving for Tyler Most will get the white flag, and he has pulled away from Bruce St. James by over a second. So Madrid leads the field off of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway they go. He'll use that middle line as the cushion continues to push up the racetrack here through the corners. Checkered flag in the air. Give it to the kid, Zach Madrid. He'll win. Heat race number 2. Got a good battle for third between Hernandez and Shipley. Both Hernandez coming in third, followed by Shipley in third. Reynolds and Thomas, your front row. Kierce, Ledbetter, Yurkovich, Daney. Green flags in the air. We're underway. And Jonas Reynolds will lead him off of turn number 2. Some contact made behind him with the 43 of Kierce and the 70H of Ledbetter, as Kierce will hang on to that third spot, as Reynolds will lead lap number 1. It's going to be Reynolds, Thomas, Kierce, and Ledbetter, your top 4, as Ledbetter now goes up underneath the 43 of Kierce, who's having some issues. Completely missed the entry to turn number 1. That car slowing down the back straightaway as Pete Yurkovich blows by him for that 4 spot. It's still Reynolds out front, followed by Eugene Thomas, Brian Ledbetter, and the 3 machine of Yurkovich, as Kierce very slow down the bottom side of the racetrack. Through 1s and 2s, something suspension-wise in that car. That thing's bouncing up and down like it's a basketball at a Phoenix Mercury playoff game, as Reynolds continues to lead, followed by Eugene Thomas with Ledbetter in that 3rd spot in the 70H. The OH stands for Over the Hill Racing for Ledbetter & Co. As right now, Over the Hill looking to go to that 2nd spot on the 10 machine of Eugene Thomas. Passing points, the name of the game here for the ASCS Santan Ford Desert Sprint Car Series. So Ledbetter started in 4th, trying to get himself another one. If he can get past the 10 machine of Eugene Thomas. Had a good conversation with Thomas down the pits. Says he thinks they finally got things figured out with his program and been getting faster and faster, looking to end up at least on the podium here tonight in that number 10. As Reynolds, very fast right now in the JP1Racing.com 0-star entry. He'll show the way off of turn number 2, but he got the 88 of Philip Daney very slow in front of him. And Reynolds will gobble him up. Here's the white flag flies one more time around for Jonas Reynolds. Reynolds holding a 1.5 second lead right now over the 70H of Brian Ledbetter. Snuck around Eugene Thomas, but about lost it off of turn number 2. Thomas, though, he'll get around Philip Daney as Jonas Reynolds. He will lead him off of 4. He'll win heat race number 3, followed by Ledbetter and Thomas, who crosses the stripe side by side with Daney. The 3 of Pete Yurkovich comes home in the 4th spot, as Justin Kierce did not